The Lady Tigers looking to cap off a perfect Friday in the opening day of the state championships here in 4A Division II as they will face off against Girard. Now, the rest of the field in this pool has taken a bit of a twist, as there probably will be 3 1-2 teams that are going to be competing for a chance to move on to the state championships. The Lady Tigers right now at 2-1, guaranteed a spot tomorrow in the state championships as the number 1 seed coming out of this. So they want to keep the momentum going as they take on a Girard team that is 1-1. Iola just upended by Nickerson, so both Iola and Nickerson are 1-2. Girard 1-1 right now coming into this matchup. They're the number 4 seed. Clay Center now 2-0 with one more to play to cap off what would be a perfect Friday. And it has been near perfection. I talked with Coach Robert Moran. We'll get a chance to visit with him tomorrow morning before the matches get started and share that conversation with you on the air in tomorrow morning's pre-match pregame. But we had a chance to sit and visit after their last match, and he said he was really impressed how the girls just came out and were relaxed, not nervous, energy, silly, but just relaxed to go about their business. He said it's been that way since they got on the bus at about 4:30 yesterday afternoon. They've had fun with the trip, but they've had a very business-like attitude about how they're going into the state championship. And certainly they have been dominant through the first 2 games. 25-11, 25-10 they won in their first matchup against Nickerson. And then over Iola, 25-13, 25-14. And now they get another match here today to get prepped for tomorrow morning's semifinals. And the other side of the pool, we'll just have to kind of piece together as that all comes to a close. But we know Holcomb's been upset already in their matchup. TMP has had a good run, but now they and Royal Valley are matched up in a third set. Royal Valley leading 19-15, so that's could be anybody's ball game over there. The records thus far on the opposite pool has Holcomb with an 0-2 mark, and they were the number 2 seed in this tournament. TMP is 1-1. Baldwin, who Coach Moran said was very impressive in the film that he has seen, they are at 2-0 right now, so they're leading that pool. And then Royal Valley at 1-1. They and TMP playing right now for an upper hand on a chance to get to tomorrow. So good stuff going on in the state championships here for Clay Center. They know they're playing tomorrow morning at 10. Now it's a matter of just wrapping up a really, really impressive Friday of state volleyball. Teams out on the court, they've gone through their opening handshake, now the opening huddles before we get set to go. It is the Lady Tigers against Girard, who came in as the number 4 seed we mentioned. They were 24-12 to start the tournament, now 25-13 after going 1-1 through their first 2 matches. Teams have checked in. The officials going through the scorebook right now to make sure they're set on rotation. And then we'll get going here with the Lady Tigers in the third and final match today. We do want to pass along the latest information we had. Axtell is 3-0 in 1A Division II, so they are moving on. They had wins today. Their last win coming to close out today, so they're going to win their pool, be the number 1 seed coming out of that pool in 1A Division II. Axtell winning in their last one against Argonia, 25-14, 25-18. They beat Logan, the 2 seed, 27-25, 25-16. They were tested by 3 seed St. John's Beloit, but came out of that one after losing the first set by 3 to win 25-20, 25-15. For the Washington County Tigers, they have won their first 2 matches, 25-15 and 25-21 over Meade, and 25-18, 25-14 over Pittsburgh Colgan. We're waiting to get a final result on their last match, but they're in great shape to head to day 2 in Emporia. Here, match 3, Lady Tigers, and Lauren Williams, her 5th ace of the day. She had 4 in the last match alone. So Lauren Williams starts the Lady Tigers off with an ace. It's a 1-0 start. Williams' second serve across to the back row, and mishandled for a moment. Girard does get it into the center. Now they get it across. Williams up front, Franson. Middle short set, Diekman. Yes, and the Lady Tigers out to a 2-0 start. Macy Diekman had his 10 kills in her last match, and now starts off with one here. The Lady Tigers lead it 2-0. And Lauren Williams again to serve it. On its way across, tip set goes across. It'll be Girard with a play, no, a mishandle, and that's a violation. Play center now leads 3-0 to get going against a Girard team. They're big hitters in the middle, very young team. When you look at what they bring up front, 6'3" sophomore Ashley Ray, their middle hitter. They set her up now for the play. Her spike is on its way and good. And so she gets one home against Play Center. It's a 3-1 start. Lady Tigers on top early. And again, Washington County, we were giving you the scores very quickly at the start. They were scheduled to start also at 1:30. I've not seen any information on that third match yet at this time. Here's a play up front for Franson. Diekman once more. It's knocked out of bounds. It's 4-1. Play Center has served back. The Eraser able to go up and plant one across. It was blocked, but well out of bounds. 4-1. Emily Ebert to serve it. To the back row, it's passed up front for Girard. Middle set for Ray again. She softly gets it across. It's 8. Falls in, point to Girard. So went away from the blockers that time and guided it into open area. It caught safe, but stayed in play and came across. 4-2. Here's the serve coming. Passed up front. Franson with the set and miss hit it. I know it's a miss hit here, but I was talking with Coach Moran during the break as well, and I try to keep a few stats. It's hard in a one-man operation, but I've been able to keep up with the kills and aces and blocks. At least unofficially, there's a service out. But I said I really would love to be able to keep up with the number of sets that Macy Franson gets. And he said he told his players coming in here with this high ceiling at the Bicentennial Center, you get out of the way because Franson can get to anything now, even more so than in the gyms they play in throughout the regular season. Megan Blake the service. And a spike from Ashley Ray, and she's got a couple of kills up front. Play Center leads it 5-4. And the serve for Girard will go back to Kelsey Murphy, a 5'3" senior. Serve across. Blake to Franson. Far side set. Edmondson comes flying in there. Good dig in the back row. Now up front, stuffed across by Edmondson, but dug again by Girard, and now a spike across and good. As the Trojans get one home, this time the hit from Michaela Leslie. So the Lady Tigers see it tied up now at 5 apiece after starting out on a 3-0 lead. Here's a serve, back row, Blake to Franson. They set it for Edmondson again, and Matt goes cross court. The pass comes across the net. Franson, fiddle set, Diekman. It's blocked back across and good. Point to Girard. They're going to lead by 1-6-5. Girard playing to put themselves in tomorrow's semifinals. They are 1-1. There's Diekman up front. It was set across by Franson, picked up by the Trojans, and then a winner from back row off the forearm pass across net from Emily Ebert, but she does get the point, and the Lady Tigers will have it tied up at 6 apiece, and the serve from Macy Diekman. Back row pass near the front. Now the set up at the lane by Leslie. The pass comes to Franson. Edmondson once more, and once more it is going to be Girard with the play at net. Hamill gets the block, but it comes in on the Lady Tiger side. Coach Moran asking for a lift against Girard a couple of different times, has not gotten the call, but signaling to the chair umpire that he'd like to see that called and see if it plans to see for later on. 7-5, Girard now leads it by, or 7-6 I should say, leads it by 1. Serve across, Blake to Franson. Middle set, Courtney Hamill. She'll wind it up, and it is going to be a tremendous scramble from Girard. Franson, Edmondson. She'll plant one on the other side, but again picked up. Now a stuff across by Hamill. Courtney Hamill gets the point. Fourth place center on the block. And the Lady Tigers have it tied at 7 apiece, and it'll be Macy Franson who will serve. Franson, jump serve on its way to Girard, up near the net, set across, and a missed hit, mishandled, a violation, 8-7, point play center. Franson to serve it. An 8-7 Lady Tiger lead. The serve on its way. Pass up front, and it's mishandled. That's an ace for Franson. Macy had 3 aces in the matchup against Iola, and now gets one here against Girard. Play center now leads by 2, 9-7. Here's the serve again from Franson to the back row. Pass near the front and set for Leslie. Blocked by Ebert. Across it comes Ebert to dig. Hamill, and it's Edmondson setting it to the back row, picked up by Girard. Middle set again for Leslie. She'll guide it away from the two Tiger blockers, Ebert and Hamill, and find pay dirt for Girard. It's 9-8, play center by 1. So smart play that time by Michaela, or check that by Michaela Leslie, 5'8" senior. Here's Williams with the dig, the pass to Franson. Back set coming for Edmondson on the right side, and they say it's out, very close. Both teams looked to the back official, and she said it was out. So it's tied at 9. Edmondson, Franson, Hamill up on the front row. You see Williams, Blake, and Ebert out there. Here's Williams to Franson, middle set. Courtney Hamill slams one home, and the Lady Tigers have the lead back at 10-9. A 1-point edge. Max Edmondson will serve it. 10-9 the lead in first set of a final match here of day 1. Clay Center knows they're playing tomorrow morning in the semifinals. A win here, and they would be the number 1 overall seed again, as they have been coming in. There's a scramble for Clay Center, just keeping it in play. Then a punch across by Girard. They got a real break. It was just a set. I said a punch across, really just a set by Tricia Elder that hung on the tape and then fell across. No chance for Clay Center to get underneath of it. Serve. Williams, last second dig to Jones. Now Hamill pushes it across. Pass up front. Here's a play for Ashley Ray, and a back row dig by Lauren Williams goes up and into the stands. So it's 11-10. Girard has a 1-point lead. Girard at 1-1. Clay Center 2-0. So the winner of this will be the top seed going into tomorrow and would face the Pool B's second seed. Williams, pass up front, Franson. Here's Hamill again, partially blocked, and Girard still has a chance at it. Here's the block up front on Ray, but it falls in for Girard, and the Lady Tigers are down 12-10. So really the first time this far into a match today, that's through 2 matches, 4 games, that they've been behind this late in the contest. Here's Franson, sets it across, stuffed home by Ray. Now 13-10, and it'll be Clay Center with the timeout. We'll keep it right here. I want to talk Green Team cars in Clay Center. By the way, some of the stock that they have on hand, if you want to ever check out what they do have going at Green Team, just go to greenteamcars.com. I'll show you how easy it is. When I'm talking to you about Green Team, I just got to their website. And so once you're there, you're going to see all kinds of opportunities, new and used inventory. You can go in there and look through all kinds of things. They may have items like some different specials that they want you to know about. Maybe the all-new 2015 Chrysler 200 is being advertised on their front page. Maybe it's their model lineup of the 2014 Grand Cherokee or the 2014 Dodge Ram 1500. Or maybe they've got some featured vehicles, like I'm seeing a 2014 Ram 1500 SLT truck crew cab at $41,400 their internet price. That and more can be found at greenteamcars.com. Here's a serve from Girard. We're back underway. Emily Ebert off the set from Franson. Good spike across, but it's picked up by Girard. Now Williams to Franson. Middle set, short set at Hamill. Soft spike to the back row. Girard up front for Ashley Ray. She's had a good start to this game. Play center, good dig. Edmondson to Franson. Now to Jones. It's across, but dug out by Girard. Now a play up front. Ebert nearly had the block. Now it's a set from Franson right back to Ebert. Tripoli almost had the point. Big dig by Girard on the back row. Now a good dig, this time from Williams for Clay Center. The block by Ray. Edmondson up front. Ebert sets it across. Now it's a middle set. Back row, Williams keeps it in play. Edmondson up front. They'll roll it across from Hamill to Girard. Now the play up in net. Ray one more time, and it's blocked back. No, it's in for Ray, I should say, and Girard. It was the Girard Trojans, Ashley Ray, who had the swat. Play Center went to block it, but it came in on the Lady Tiger side. They're down 4. Play Center trailing 14-10. Far side set, here's Jones. Cross court, picked up by, again, Girard. Here's Ray in the middle, and her spike partially blocked out of bounds. Lady Tigers trailing 15-10 here in the first set. In essence, the championship for this pool. Play Center knows regardless win or lose, they play tomorrow. They would love to go in undefeated. There's a serve out as it was hit by Michaela Leslie. Play Center down 15-11, and they'll have serve for Lauren Williams. Williams got the Lady Tigers off to a 3-0 start, and all of a sudden, now it's out on the serve. All of a sudden, Girard got something working. and the Lady Tigers are down 16-11. To serve it for the Trojans, as it comes across, couldn't get a number from the far side back there. Diekman up front, soft spike across, and it's saved by the Trojans. Diekman now blocks it back again, and an illegal hit called against Girard. That was Sydney Crane who tried to get a hit on it after it was bumped around on their side, and the illegal hit gives Play Center the service to Emily Ebert. Play Center trails 16-12. Pass up front, set across, partially blocked by Diekman. Then she keeps it alive, but it goes out on the scramble try, 17-12. And Sydney Crane again to serve. Lady Tigers down 5 here, 17-12. The serve coming from the Trojans. Here's Franson. Outside set, Diekman winner, and the Lady Tigers now have it 17-13, and the serve to Megan Blake as she rotates in. That's that outside hit we've seen from Franson and Diekman a bit this weekend. It's been going for a while, but seen it 2 or 3 times work well today. That one getting a winner in. Blake's service, a bullet across there. Here's Ray at net, the spike, saved by Ebert, and then stuffed back across by the Trojans. We have Girard into the net. Play Center gets the point. It's 17-14. Megan Blake again to serve. Now a 3-point deficit. The Lady Tigers work again. Serve across. Just out. It's 18-14. Girard the lead. So Girard will have service. Up by 4. Serve across. Diving dig by Blake. Then Williams. Across it comes from Franson. Put up front for Leslie, and it's going to be out on the spike try. And the Lady Tigers are down 3 and with serve once again. 18-15. The serve from Macy Diekman here. Diekman brings it across. Pass up front. Middle set. Michaela Leslie. Ebert to Franson, who pushes it across for the winner. Macy Franson went up to set it, just took the one hand and flipped it across the net to open court. It's 18-16. That will give Diekman the serve again. Down by 2. Play at net. Comes across. Diving try by Edmondson, but a point in for the Girard Trojans. And now 19-16. Girard up by 3. They will send back to serve Tara Miller, 5'3" senior. 19-16. Lady Tigers trail by 3 in the first set of this final match of the day. Williams to Franson. Short set middle. This is Courtney Hamill winding it up, and the silent assassin puts it in. She has 2 kills in this first set. It's 19-17. For the Cobra, Macy Franson back to serve it. Jump serve across and mishandled. An ace for Franson. That is her second of this match, her 5th on the day. And 19-18, the Lady Tigers climbing back into this thing. Here's the serve. Coming across. Passed up front. A chance at net for Leslie. Goes backside, and Blake did all she could to get a hand to it. It's knocked out of bounds. Do have an update. 3-0 in full play for Washington County as they beat Spearville 25-19, 25-14. So Washington County and Axtell have both gone 3-0 today. Play Center trying to do it here in 4A. Here's Jones setting it to the back row. Didn't have a hit at it. Play Center down 2. Play it net. Blocked back at home by Courtney Hamill. And the Lady Tigers now within 1 and with the serve for Mac Edmondson. So Hamill a couple of stuffs, a couple of kills in this first set. Mac Edmondson to serve to tie it up to the back row. And now it'll just be a flat-footed spike by Girard, and it's mishandled. Macy Franson went back to it. Lauren Williams coming up to it, and Franson hitting it. It went out of play. Play Center down 21-19. Serve across. Short serve. Diving in to get it for Williams, and her pass goes out of bounds. She came a long way diving head first toward the net. Got a hit on it, but then it went out of bounds. The Play Center trails 22-19. Here's a service long. Williams lets this one go. The Lady Tigers down 22-20. Hamill comes out. That'll put Diekman on the front row with Jones and Ebert, Edmondson and Franson out there, and Lauren Williams will serve. Across it comes, nearly an ace. It is picked up front. A good hit by Ray, but denied by the eraser, and she does swipe away a point for Girard, putting one up for Clay Center. They're now within one again. 22-21, a timeout taken here on the floor. More Lady Tiger volleyball is on the way.
Congratulations to the CCCHS volleyball squad taking regionals, and now the next step, take state. It's been fun to watch as a spectator. Distinctive Images going out of business sale continues with 20% off store-wide, including a large selection of orange and black. Stop and get your stadium seats in black or orange so that you can enjoy the games in comfort for volleyball, football, wrestling, and basketball. Distinctive Images will be open Thursday evening starting November 6th, 503 Court, downtown Clay Center.
The Lady Tigers battling here in the first set against Girard. They have trailed since leading 4-1 at one point. Kind of trailed from that point on. And Girard really put on a run. Clay Center to serve for the tie. Lauren Williams gets it across. Here's a stuff at net. Emily Ebert stuffs it back in. The Lady Tigers have tied it up now, 22-22. Lauren Williams again will serve. Tied at 22s. And here's Williams' serve. Tips tape, comes across, and it will be an out of bounds on the big try on the dive by Girard. They were up near the net, actually got it over the tape, but then it went out of bounds. And Clay Center will serve it again. They have the lead. And the serve from Williams barely cleared the tape. Here's Ray up front, and she finds the winner for the Girard Trojans and ties it up at 23-23. This is a team that Iola really manhandled in the opening match, right after Clay Center had won against Nickerson. And now they're 1-1 and really testing Clay Center. 23-23. Beekman has to set it across, gets it to a little open area, but they got to flick a net again for Ashley Ray, but her spike goes long. Clay Center has the lead and set point at 24-23. Emily Ebert to serve it. 24-23, and a timeout taken by Girard. We'll take one here as well. You're listening to Lady Tiger Volleyball on KCLY.
The servers, the bumpers, the setters, the spikers. All great forces to be reckoned with in volleyball. Not one position is less important than the other. All have equal impact in a match, standing together in victory and defeat. The Lady Tigers are exceptional on and off the court and need your continued support. 6 players on the court working as one. And as one, they will succeed. They are a team. And Hutchinson Mayrath of Clay Center, a division of Global Industries, salute the Lady Tigers.
Lady Tigers have set point to serve it. Is Emily Ebert on its way across. It's in. They set across by Girard. Here's a chance for Clay Center. Franson to Diekman. Had to set it across. They had kind of bumped them. They were trying to make the play. And now Ashley Ray has one hang on the top of the tape. It rolled and hung there, balanced for almost a half a count, and then fell down for a point to Girard. It's 24-24. So now Girard serves to try to reclaim the lead. Across it comes. Edmondson to Franson. Middle set. Diekman winds it up. It's blocked back and in by Ashley Ray, and Girard now leads with a set point at 25-24. And a timeout, Clay Center. We'll keep it right here. I want to update you on a couple of things. First off, the Washington County Lady Tigers have gone 3-0 today. They beat Spearville in their final match, 25-19, 25-14. As we mentioned earlier, Axtell going 3-0 in 1A Division 2. Washington County 2A in Emporia. You find Axtell out of Hayes in 1A Division 2. And still to play coming up, scheduled to get going at 3:30 is the Clifton Clyde Lady Eagles. And they are playing at 3:30 in 1A Division 1 in Hayes. So, and Centralia also part of that. That's 4 TVL teams battling at the state championships. And as we get a chance to cover them through the year, no surprise there. There's a chance for Clay Center. Franson at net, back or roundhouse hit for Diekman. Yes! Macy Diekman ties it at 25-25. She did the little banana route from the middle to the right side. Franson with the back set put it on the money, and Diekman put it away. 25-25. It'll be Megan Blake to serve. Lady Tigers going to extra points for the first time. They have slipped their way through the first 2 matches. The serve from Blake. Passed up front. It's a set for Ray again, partially blocked. Blake gets to it. Here's Franson to Edmondson, who sets it to the back row. Another chance for Girard. Middle set for Ray, and it's stuffed back in. A.C. Franson, A.C. Diekman gives Clay Center a set point. Both on the play, a big hit by Ray, who's had a big first set. Clay Center now with set point. Hagan Blake to serve it. Passed up front. It's Ray again on the outside. Hits tape, goes back across. Point Clay Center, and they come from behind to win the first set here. 27-25. It puts them up 1-0, and 1 set away now from a perfect Friday. The Lady Tigers win it 27-25. A bit of a sigh of relief as they get this one in the books. We'll switch sides. We'll take a timeout. Second set on the way.
When I bag my prize buck this season, I can't hang it and keep it cool in the garage. Not with my wife screaming at me about it or my teenage daughter ranting about it on social media. So I'll just use Clay Center Locker to take care of it. They'll process all my wild game, and when I get it back, it'll be custom cut to my specifications. I always pick up some of their own beef and pork to take care of dinner for the week. And of course, I always treat myself to some jerky sticks. Thank you, Clay Center Locker.
Don't let hail damage get you down. Let McGee Roofing provide expert help to repair or replace a roof that suffered from hail damage. They're a reputable family-owned business since 1977 and certified in roofing, siding, windows, and guttering. McGee Roofing will work with all insurance companies to get your home upgraded and improved to withstand the elements. Call McGee Roofing in Clay Center at 800-273-4755 and let them take care of the hail damage.
Would you like to see the Kears Thriftway weekly sale flyer before it hits the store and before it reaches everyone's mailbox? Go to mythriftway.com to sign up. You'll receive specials, sale notifications, and coupons in your inbox. You can create grocery lists online, print it off, or email it, and make shopping easier and more organized. On the website, you'll also have access to kitchen-tested recipes, and their meal planner provides new ideas every day. Get your Thriftway ads online at mythriftway.com.
Since 1949, Presbyterian Manors of Mid-America has offered innovative health and wellness programs for one reason: so older adults can live healthier, happier lives at every age. At Clay Center Presbyterian Manor, we engage resident mind, body, and soul through exercise classes, social activities, and spiritual opportunities. Living healthy and happy, that's the real art of life. And you will find it at Clay Center Presbyterian Manor. Learn more. Visit claycenterpresbyterianmanor.org.
Clay Center a sigh of relief to win that first one. Now Diekman with a spike up front, blocked back by Ashley Ray, and a 1-0 start for Girard as the Lady Tigers see Girard with the opening serve for Michaela Leslie. Lady Tigers were down 12-10 and never led again until they got 23-22 and eventually would win it 27-25. Here's Eber with a spike at net and in for a point. Lady Tigers tie it up at 1-1 and have their first serve of the second set. Clay Center trying to go perfect on Friday. Number 1 ranked preseason. They've stayed there the entire year. The serve from Ebert is mishit, and it's a 2-1 Girard lead. They'll have the service. It'll be Tricia Elder back to serve, 5'6" senior for the Trojans. Lady Tigers winning the first 27-25. The pass up front, Franson. Back set for Edmondson. Didn't get a real good swing at it, but put it to the back row. Here's Ray, and she spikes it home. 6'3" sophomore makes it 3-1, and Girard's a 2-point lead. Trojans keep the service, and the serve goes back row. Barely will not be handled. It's an ace for Girard. A little miscommunication there. The Lady Tigers trail 4-1 to start. So Girard, who had a lead at 24-23, and the Lady Tigers came back to win set 1, now on top, and Clay Center scrambling. Jones goes up to stuff it, put back across. Williams up front for Franson. She'll forearm it across to the Trojan side. Girard a play up at net. They go away from Ray this time. A block by Diekman, and now a slam by Diekman, and the Lady Tigers get it 4-2 and service back. A.C. Diekman went up to help stuff the first one and kind of kept it in play, and the second one came above the net and was right in her wheelhouse. Megan Blake rotating into serve. And it's going to go long. 5-2 the lead now for Girard. Lady Tigers, few unforced errors you don't normally see from this team as Girard gets set to serve it. And it's Williams to Franson, back set. Diekman, pretty good swipe at it, a little off balance, and it goes into nets. And the Lady Tigers will get the point. It's 5-3 now. Serving mistakes for Clay Center on the season coming into this tournament, they were 92.7% serving the volleyball, but they've had a couple of miscues. At the same time, they have 11 aces on the day. There's a spike up front by Ray. What a dig on the back row by Diekman. Now passed up front. It's Ray again with a spike. Blocked back across by Franson, but out of bounds. 6-3. Lady Tigers a 3-point lead. To serve for the Trojans will be Kelsey Murphy. Their libero brings it across. Williams up front to Franson. Went down to her knees to get that set up to the net. Hamill puts it into tape, and now 7-3, Girard the lead. Girard the 4 seed coming in. Trojans 24 wins before the tournament started. There's a serve and a big dig in the back row by Clay Center's Megan Blake, but now a slam back in by the Trojans. Kaylee Augustine, a 5'10 sophomore, who plants it in. It's 8-3. Lady Tigers down 5. They trailed almost the entire first set. Here's Williams to Franson. She'll set it across. Now set back to Clay Center. Ebert to Blake, and it's set across now by Edmondson. A chance at net. No, it's set again by the Trojans, and they find Clay Center unable to cover up the line. That was Brooke Casley who just kind of back set it to the Tigers, and Clay Center needs a timeout. 9-3. It's Girard who leads the number 1 ranked Lady Tigers here in the second set. We're coming back right after this.
Just as every amazing setter needs a great pass, every amazing hitter needs a great setter. Everyone needs their teammates to back each other up. That's the key ingredient for a successful team and an excellent volleyball season. I'm Julie Hamill with Clay County National Bank, and we proudly support the Lady Tigers. We also understand that to reach your goals, you need a bank that meets your level of financial needs. We are that bank, and as always, we're glad to serve you at Clay County National Bank. Member FDIC.
Lady Tigers won the first set and had to come from behind to do it 27-25. They're going to have to come behind in the second set if they get it done in 2 against Girard. They're down 9-3, and the Trojans with the serve. Cross it comes. Pass up near net. Franson for Hamill, and she buries one on the other side, and the Lady Tiger deficit is 5. They now trail 9-4, back with service for Macy Franson. Hamill with her 3rd kill in this match. There's the jump serve across. Ace for Franson. That is going to be her 4th of this match. She now has 7 aces herself on the day. Lauren Williams has 5. Megan Blake has 4. 9-5. Clay Center still trails. A serve again from Franson. Up front for Leslie, and into net it's 9-6. Lady Tigers continue to battle here. A 9-6 matchup. They trail by that 3-point margin. The serve again from Franson, and that nearly an ace. It will be rolled across. Free ball here for Lady Tigers. Franson to Edmondson. Set across. Didn't have a hit at it. Neither does Girard. To the back row. Blake. Franson. Far side set. Edmondson winds it up and finds open court. It is now 9-7. Clay Center right back within 2. That's the first chance Edmondson's had at net that's paid off, and that is unusual. It's kind of gone away from her, it seems like, Girard. Here's Leslie up front to the back row, Williams. Franson, back set. Ebert goes for one cross court. It's picked up by Girard. Now misplayed, and that's out of play. Clay Center's within 1. They were down 2-9. And now a timeout to Girard. 9-8. Clay Center climbing back in it. Down 1 in the second set. Stay with us. You're listening to Lady Tiger Volleyball on 100.9.
Congratulations to the CCCHS volleyball squad taking regionals, and now the next step, take state. It's been fun to watch as a spectator. Distinctive Images going out of business sale continues with 20% off store-wide, including a large selection of orange and black. Stop and get your stadium seats in black or orange so that you can enjoy the games in comfort for volleyball, football, wrestling, and basketball. Distinctive Images will be open Thursday evening starting November 6th, 503 Court, downtown Clay Center.
Out of the Girard timeout, Franson, another near ace. It's stuffed back home by Hamill. Courtney Hamill with the block up front. It was all but an ace for Franson, which would have been her fifth in this match. It's now 9-9. Clay Center's tied it up. They were down by 7. There is an ace for Franson. Her fifth. It caught the tape. It hung on and just rolled across for the point. The Lady Tigers have the lead now, 10-9. Franson again to serve. Back row pickup. Up front. It's an illegal hit. It was hit twice on the set try. Now Clay Center has a 2-point lead, 11-9. Franson the serve. Jump service across. Up near the net. Another ace for Franson. Unable to be handled by Girard right now. And that is 6 in this match alone. And Franson's doing it all. She has point serve going. She's gotten the lead back with that last ace, and then she retrieved the volleyball from across the arena as well. It's 12-9. Here's a serve again. And a forearm pass up front. It'll be pushed across. Get by Williams to Franson. Here's Hamill with a spike in the winner, and the Lady Tigers up 13-9 now. And another timeout to Girard. The Lady Tigers starting to take control. They lead by 4 in set 2, trying to go perfect on Friday. We're back in just a moment.
The servers, the bumpers, the setters, the spikers. All great forces to be reckoned with in volleyball. Not one position is less important than the other. All have equal impact in a match, standing together in victory and defeat. The Lady Tigers are exceptional on and off the court and need your continued support. 6 players on the court working as one. And as one, they will succeed. They are a team. And Hutchinson Mayrath of Clay Center, a division of Global Industries, salute the Lady Tigers.
Along with our studio engineer, Flip Casper, Rocky Downing with you here from the Bicentennial Center in Salina. 13-9. Clay Center has a 4-point lead. They were down 9-2, and they have gone on a run to score now 11 unanswered and take a 4-point lead. Franson again with service. This is going to go long. As Flip said as we went to break and off air, don't tell those gals to quit messing around. And I said, I think they just did quit messing around. They have really taken control. Although the timeout does break the rhythm of Franson on serve and gives it back to Girard. But Clay Center does lead now 13-10. Here's a pass up front, Franson. Far side set for Ebert. It is blocked, but out of play. Point Clay Center. It's 14-10. Max Edmondson will serve it. Lady Tigers know they're playing tomorrow. They'll be back here for the 10 o'clock semifinals. It's a matter of whether they're the number 1 seed or not. Here's a set up front for Michaela Leslie to Williams. Now to Franson. Back set Ebert. Sets it across. And now put up front. Put across by the center. Then back across by Kelsey Jones, who just had to go dig it, and she gets the point winner. And it's 15-10. Edmondson to serve for the Lady Tigers, leading now by 5. To the back row, they let it go. It's just long. 15-11. Girard has it back. And we'll have the serve. The Lady Tigers will lead by 4, 15-11. Williams, the dig to Franson, short set middle, and Courtney Hamill winding up now and letting it go. And she has 4 kills, 3 stuffs in this match, combined 2 sets. And the Lady Tigers now with a 16-11 lead, and the serve from Williams. Set up front here for Girard. Dig on the back row, Williams to Edmondson. And it will be rolled across by Macy Franson. Play up at net. Leslie blocked, but out of bounds. And the point to Girard, and Leslie will step back to serve it. 16-12, the lead for Clay Center. Serve on its way. Back row, Williams. Here's Franson. Set across to Jones. Her spike is a good one, but picked up by Girard. Now it's going to be pushed across by a front row player. That's Sydney Crane, who didn't get a good hit at it, but she guided it away from the blockers up front and gets the point, and it's 16-13. 3-point Clay Center lead. Edmondson diving get. Franson, middle set. This is Diekman who just pushes it across. An illegal catch, basically, or lift by Girard gives place into the point. Both teams really a little off balance as they tried to make a play at net. The Lady Tigers end up with the point and the serve to Emily Ebert. Cross it comes. Pass up front. Here's Ashley Ray. Winds it up and puts it in back row. Ray has had a big match against the Lady Tigers. She has played really, really well. Sophomore at 6'3". 17-14, Clay Center the lead. Won their first two matches in straight sets. Won the first set here, 27-25. Jones to Franson. Here's a set in the middle for Diekman, and a winner to the eraser. Macy Diekman with her third kill of the match, and it's 18-14. Diekman had 10 kills in the second match against Iola and was at 9 or 6 kills in the first match against Nickerson. Megan Blake to serve. On its way across, passed up front. Here's Ray again for Girard, and she goes into net this time. Now the Lady Tigers approaching that first to 20 mark. They lead at 19-14, and Megan Blake stays with the service. Clay Center was down 9-2 in this match. Here's a pass up front by Girard. Near the net, pushed across. Williams for Franson. They're going to set it to Mac Edmondson. Cross-court winner for the Mac truck, and the Lady Tigers do get first to 20 at 20-14. The serve for Blake again. The ball gets away from the court. Two courts here at the Bicentennial Center. Press row and the bleachers set up in between both of those courts. Here's a serve from Blake and an ace for Megan Blake. The Lady Tigers have served it with tremendous amount of aces today. They had 8 in the last match. They currently have 8 in this match, 6 of those from Macy Franson. 21-14. Megan Blake puts one into net. And the point goes over to Girard, as does the serve. 21-15, placing the lead. It will be Sydney Crane to serve for the Trojans. Across it comes Williams to Franson. Back set. Diekman goes cross court. Good angle. And winner for Diekman. Macy now with 4 kills. And it's 22-15. Placed into the advantage by 7. And Diekman will step back to serve it. That puts Hamill on the front row with Edmondson and with Franson. Serve from Diekman. Picked by Ray. Now right back to Ray for the kill at the net. And a big hitter by the sophomore. And it's 22-16. Lady Tigers trying to sweep their way into Saturday's semifinal. Wins over Iola and Nickerson already in straight sets. Tested by Girard, winning by extra points, 27-25 in the first set. They now lead by 6, 22-16. Here's a play by Edmondson into nets, and it's 22-17. Girard stays with the service for Kelsey Murphy. Don't forget tonight, Tiger football kicks off at 7. Back in the den, pregame at 6:30. Hit by Hamill up front. This time Girard does handle it. Now the spike at net, put across, but out by Kaylee Augustin. Now the Lady Tigers 2 points away from this match. They lead 23-17. The serve is Macy Franson. 6 aces in this match already. There's a kill across from Michaela Leslie, and now it's 23-18 as Girard gets the point. 23-18. The serve for Girard, Kara Miller. Serve across. Blake for Franson. Set up front. Here's Ebert. Good spike, but again, Girard handles it. Leslie at the net. Great dig by Williams, but nobody else can get there. It was a back corner spike by Leslie. Williams diving away from the net toward the sideline. Got to it, but no play for the Lady Tigers after that. 23-19, Girard trying to stay alive. Here's Blake. Franson, jump set. Hamill, winner again. Courtney Hamill has 5 kills, 3 stuffs, and now Clay Center has match point. Mac Edmondson will serve. Match point for Lady Tigers. Serve across. Passed up front. They'll set it far side Leslie. Blocked by Ebert, but blocked into net, and it's 24-20. Girard gets service back. Still match point for the Lady Tigers. The serve will be Girard. The Lady Tigers again match point here. Williams, Franson for the match to Jones, and it is pushed back across. Franson again, this time back set. Ebert sets it across, and it will be saved. No point, Clay Center, and that's the match. Violation against Girard. Lady Tigers get the win, and they're headed in as the number 1 seed out of this pool tomorrow at 10 a.m. This